G'day guys, welcome to the round 2 review for Supercoach 2022, and yeah, it's fair to say we had a pretty good week this week. Scored 2,507, which was a top 1% score, so yeah, I am super happy with that. We went up 21,025 spots in the rankings, putting us to the overall top 2%, so yeah, things just seem to tick really nicely this week. I had Neale as captain, unsurprisingly. I did not deserve it. I got out of trouble with a very dicey VC. We won rookie roulette, or most part anyway, so things are just sort of looking really good, but it's all a matter of how are we going to get in Patrick Cripps this week. So yeah, we'll run through the team and assess exactly how we are going to do so. So Jack Crisp, he responded very nicely after last week's absolute stinker. I know a lot of people trade him out. I was not far away, but yeah, I couldn't blame you for doing that. But I held him, and yeah, 11 tackles in the midfield. Didn't see much of the game, but he got me over the line. So yeah, I think we hold Crisp for now. And yeah, I have other problems in defence because yeah, Ridley, this is really concerning. So I thought he actually played a pretty good game for that role. So he's playing as that second tall in defence, which is so concerning. So you got Stewart, who takes the main man, like a Danaher or something like that. And then you got Ridley and then Kelly, where it should be Kelly and then Ridley. So Ridley had 7 spoils and Kelly had more intercepts and played more loose. So this is really bad for Ridley. I think we got this pick wrong because this whole time I thought it would be Kelly that was going to free up Ridley, but it seems to have actually made things worse. So the reason he scored a ton was, I think it was just luck. He got a lot of kicks received too. His disposal efficiency was very good as always. Looks pretty good on the day, but the role is just terrible. And yeah, I can't decide who goes out of Ridley or Whitfield, but it will be one of the two this week because it's pretty concerning. We'll touch on Whitfield now. So I didn't see any of this game either. It was a massive weekend. I was in Melbourne watching the Bombers play again. I caught up with DR, Jords, the whole crew. It was a lot of fun, but yeah, it's another story. And I was there too, and Deji. So yeah, it was a great laugh. But yeah, Whitfield, this is really concerning. So back-to-back 70s. What do we do with this pick? I think the ownership is so high. The ceiling's still pretty high, but I think Cummings sort of affecting his scoring just a little bit. That's sort of all I know with this pick. So yeah, one that I might actually end up trading, but I'm not really sure yet. I can't decide. But yeah, we'll wait and see. I'll read the comments and see what you guys reckon on that. But yeah, one of these guys will definitely be leaving my team, and I'll reveal exactly who later on. Jaden Short, this is why we picked him. No Hawley, better scoring. It's just about as simple as that. It was on 80 at halftime, so yeah, unreal role, just doing everything right, Shorty. So we love this pick, and yeah, I was a bit unsure about it last week, but yeah, now it's pretty clear that he really is benefiting without Hawley, so that's a simple one. And Georgie Hewitt, he's scoring way too good for that price. I was expecting it to work, but I wasn't expecting it to work this well, and a real shame if you missed Hewitt. If you don't have him in, I think you need to get him in your team because, yeah, super unders for what he can do. Just playing midfield, it was clear. The role was good. The pick was good. Playing at Carlton, not tagging, just playing a genuine normal midfield role. Has a lot of handballs, annoyingly. But, yeah, it is what it is with Hewitt, and we're very happy with this pick. So McCartan, just when I thought that I had one rookie roulette in defence, it wasn't to be. Hinge an extra 4 points. Oh, well, whatever. McCartan was on fire, took 5 intercept marks in the first quarter. Just dropped off a little bit, but 80 from him is just more than ideal. And happy I held Hinge. I was going to get rid of him to try and get money for Patrick Cripps, so I wouldn't have to use a trade boost this week, but it's okay. I don't have to do either. But I'm very happy that I held Hinge and come to my senses there. SDK didn't play. Should get him this week, hopefully, back from concussion. So, yeah, hopefully he's not a dead rookie and he keeps playing regular games for the Cats. And in the midfield, so, yeah, I copped it quite a fair bit at training from mates on Twitter. Spills, VC McRae every week. And, yeah, point taken. I get that. 142 is so ideal. But, yeah, I got out of jail big time. And if you want to know who I VC'd, well, yeah, Dunkley down here, super unfortunate. I had a hunch for Dunkley against Carlton, but I guess I should have known a little bit more. It was an attacking game of football, which didn't really suit Dunkley's style. He's more of a contested sort of brand player. So, yeah, the idea was to VC Dunkley, hope for a massive bang. If not, fall back on Tuke Miller. But I was told by one of my mates, who's a bit of a Melbourne Demon, tragic. He said that there was a fair chance that Harms and Viney were going to tag the shit out of Tuke, and that gave me cold feet. And I looked at Neale's scoring history against my boys, the Bombers, and it is absolutely elite. I'm talking back-to-back 157s, 140s. I don't think he's gone below 130. In the last 4 years, he's played Essendon. So this is why I captained Neale for that reason. I knew it would work. He was only on about 20 points nearly quarter time, and I thought, this could be a little bit of a bust. But yeah, it worked out. An absolute treat. I'm super fortunate that I did this. DR did it as well. I saw JD do it in his team video. So yeah, super score from Lachie Neale. We love that. The big three, I think they're M1, 2, 3 here. I avoided Steele, and yeah, that has really benefited me quite a fair bit, because I know a lot of people with Jack Steele have sort of slimmed down the ranks. He's had a rough start. What to do with Steele? Oh, if you don't have Tuke Miller, I think sideways trade. That's a pretty outrageous call, but these guys looking like real must-haves. So yeah, we'll wait and see. But I'm happy that I started all of them. So yeah. Matt Rao, wow. Okay, so I didn't see this one coming. Probably his biggest flaw. We won't see this happen often, because he looked unbelievable against West Coast last week. Give him the benefit of doubt. It probably wasn't the easiest game. Again, I didn't watch a whole lot of it. But yeah, he'll respond, Matt Rao. He's a super talent. So yeah, don't trade Rao for Cripps, whatever you do. Definitely hold this pick. And Joe Berry, well, yeah, he was better than he was last week, and when I say better, I mean less shit, because yeah, this has been an absolute bust of a selection. Should have known this bloke is just Carnage City, or just has Carnage City written all over him. That shoulder wasn't holding him together very well. I think he was tagging at some point as well. I don't know. It was hard to get a bit of a gauge on him, but I will be dropping him for Patrick Cripps, but I'm just not sure who for. We'll see. But yeah, Barry, yeah, huge concerns here. Jason Horne-Francis, yeah, it was only a matter of time before this bloke knocked nearly a ton out of the park. Got close, but yeah, happy with that. It was simple, playing pretty much a waffle team in West Coast. They had, I think, 13 players left on their list that they could choose from, so crazy stuff over there. It was very straightforward. Field Horne-Francis. Dacos had a pretty off game. People expecting too much from Nick Dacos. Yeah, he's a super talent, but I mean, it's only his second game in AFL footy. It probably won't get any worse than 53, so he will definitely respond next week, I should imagine. So yeah, don't panic there. I mean, the ownership is so high that it's whatever. Who cares what Dacos scores? And Ned Long, he has been the best loophole I could ask for. DPP, used him in the forward line last week. He was in the guts this week. And, yep, I'm taking a 95 from Stevens every day of the week. So, yeah, I'm really happy with him. So, yeah, he's just been, super reliable for me. And, yeah, there's a chance that he may play during the season. I think he was the emergency on Saturday night. So, yeah, I was never going to play, but was definitely up there in contention, so that's always good. Just got to keep an eye out on it, just in case I do decide to captain him 1 week and he scores 5 off being a medical sub. That did happen to a few people for Jake Saligo, so yeah, really unfortunate if you're one of those guys, because that is shattering. But yeah, rookies are fine. Ward he was butchering a fair bit. He'll bash one out very soon. Just be patient with him. Just a bench option for now. Maybe a loophole. I don't know, but yeah, I'm happy to have him there. Stevens I just touched on, and McDonald, yeah, should be fine. I'll just leave him there. So Rucks, there's a little bit, I said it last week, I'll say it this week, there's a little bit of set and regret with this, but Max Gawn, I think over, what's the percentage of people that have traded him out? Last time I looked, it was about 10%. It's dropped down a bit. Whitfield right up there, so probably one that I will trade out. So yeah, a lot of people getting rid of Gawn, but who for? I mean, Darcy is, he's he's made out of glass. He cannot stay on the park. That he rolled his ankle, I think, or his knee, one or the other. There's so much carnage with this pick, and yeah, there's just no one else you can go to. So, maybe a Flynn or a Wits, but to me that's just absurd. Set and forget. Just gone. He'll score a 130 soon or later, and make people pay for trading him. So, that's fine. And Grundy. So this one was also pretty concerning. Didn't set the world on fire, but just 100 from him. I was always going to expect that. Not expecting massive things from the Rucks this year, just expecting them to sort of get it done week in, week out. And Dixon didn't play because of COVID protocols, which is really unfortunate because had a good opportunity against North Melbourne to make some cash gen, but wasn't to be. And in the forward line, Dunkley, I just touched on earlier on, but he really sputtered it up. He did a tagging role. I could not believe it. Tried to tag Cripps, didn't work at all. Nothing really went right for him. But then, slapped the C on Neale, and she'll be right. So, got out of jail big time there. Lesson learnt, though. I'll be VC McRae next week. So, no doubt about it. He's my go-to, man, McRae. He won't let you down week in, week out. So, you learn your lesson. You live and learn, Supercoach. And Zach Butters looking like the pick that we thought he would be. Just killing it every single week. I don't get it. Butters, Wines, Boak, all scored, I think, over 120. And then I think the highest scorer for Hawthorn was it Scrimshaw on 90? So I don't understand, and they just got rolled. So maybe disposals and champion data is a bit overrated in actual game, but Butters just unbelievable. From him, could almost be F1 this year, if not definitely F2. So happy with that. Canelio was really good, had an unreal second half. I just thought he looked super composed, almost back to his best. I wouldn't quite say best yet, but looking really, really handy for the Giants there, Canelio. We love this pick. It was as free as you like, 261k. Probably not a keeper, but the best of best stepping stones. And Will Brodie, 60% time on ground, man. Come on. He was so frustrating at times because he just racks it up. He tackles. He does a lot of good things. Disposal's a bit iffy at times, and it has you scratching your head, but just ticks all the boxes. But he's no fitter than a VFL player. He just can't. The endurance is terrible. He's on the bench all the time. So, that did have me quite concerned. But, it is what it is with Brodie. 101, I'm taking that every day of the week. You beauty. But, super concerning with the time on ground. But we just want to make some money off him and get rid of him pretty much as soon as possible when we can. And Cherry was super. This one was very logical to me. So, no CCJ, no Nick Nat as well. So, I don't think he played anyway. Didn't watch that game for obvious reasons. Pretty boring, useless game of football. But Cherry seemed to be the number one ruck. Goldstein pretty handy down forward. This was obviously going to happen. 120. Happy with that. Could he be a keeper? I don't know. Hopefully. I mean, there's a lot of free picks here that just could eventuate into keepers, but that's a long way to go yet. And Jack Hayes. So, obviously, I had a loophole going on here. So I've been getting really lucky with the loopholes. So I got Martin there. I used him quite well. Should get him this week. So, maybe one that I decide to field. But, had an opportunity to take Rochelle, but just wasn't his game, unfortunately. That will happen from him. He can't be doing that every week. I expect him to respond next week. So, one that I am willing to still field. But I was fortunate to avoid that sort of carnage. And then I took the gamble with Hayes, and it prevailed. Not by much, just by 10 points. But 10 points in Supercoach is a fair bit. So, just got really lucky with the rookies, the captaincy, and the starting selections. But, a few problems in defence. But we'll move on to our trades if the internet allows me to. Ridley or Whitfield, I don't know. One of them's got to go. Something's got to give to get Patrick Cripps in. I really hate Ridley's role altogether. Could still score a consistent 95, which is still pretty bad. But Whitfield, he is looking horrible. So we'll just trade him for now. I don't really want to because the ceiling's so high, but yeah, Cummings definitely affecting his scoring and things aren't looking too good. So yeah, Whitfield's one that probably has to go, unfortunately, and Berry's going to go as well. So the price and the value is really good, but just not quite getting the job done there, Berry. You expect at least 5 points more from him every week. So trades for this week, who we're going to bring in. If it will let me actually do it. His computer's shocking. Should probably invest in a new computer. I get that a lot, but it is what it is. Cripper's there. That's who we're after. 162. 2 games, unbelievable. Playing like a top 3 midfielder. Cripper's going to make a lot of money. Really good as a short-term option as well. So yeah, there's a lot of question marks around his durability and how long he can consistently score. Unbelievable for. But yeah, this is a pick that I think can really work out because yeah, if he does get injured and something does happen, he should be over 600k. So yeah, perfect stepping stone. If not, an absolute keeper, and yeah, one I think we definitely need in our sides. And the defender I was going to bring in, well, I was going to go Sicily and activate a trade boost, but no need for that because we got this bloke here in Jake Bowie, who is seriously benefiting without Salem in that team. Just pinched his role. People forget this guy was drafted as an inside midfielder playing at Melbourne. A little bit of a Callum Mills type player, just an unreal midfielder, but gets overlooked as a half back, and he did unbelievable things. Nearly had 40 disposals, and half of them were contested. So I'm not expecting him to go this good every week, but for that price, really good short-term option. I can assess the situation, make some money off him, turn him into a Tom Stewart, and more importantly, it allows me to get in Patrick Cripps. So this will be the idea moving forward to round 3. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this team. There's a little bit of risk with Bowie because he did score a 50 last week, which is, yeah, pretty concerning. Played a small lockdown role like Starcevic type thing for Rivers. So that is a problem, but he will have Salem's role for at least a few weeks, I think, until we get Salem back. I don't know what the injury concern is with him. I haven't really watched enough of Melbourne this year, but yeah, happy with this selection. Unbelievably cheap. I think he's the perfect alternative for Chapman if you want to get rid of him. So yeah, one that people should have started over him, but that's another story. Happy with this. Happy with the squad so far. It's risky dropping or pretty much a premium for a mid-pricer or a stepping stone or something like that. It is super risky, but it's going to benefit me long term. And now we got Cripper in the side. The midfield looks really good, I think. So yeah, things starting to fall into place. And captains for this week, I don't know if I can see the fixture. Here we go. Oh yeah, so McRae on the Thursday night. That is pretty self-explanatory, really. I think from last week, I did not deserve Neale's captaincy, seriously. I just did not deserve it, but well, that's okay. And I think I'm just going to go back to basics and have Took there. So McRae for Took this week. Got lucky over round 2, but yeah, I'm expecting the luck to end soon. And yeah, I'll be taking a 130 from McRae if he goes that against the Swans. So yeah, this is the team after round 2. Very fortunate. Happy to be up there. Over a 1% score and then top 2% overall. So things going really well. And yeah, we'll leave it at there. I'll have a rookie review up probably tomorrow, I reckon. It'll be a lot shorter than last week's video. So yeah, we'll be definitely touching on a few guys there who put their hand up. And if people are looking to use trade boosts and downgrade, I'll dissect a few options on who we should be going for. But yeah, until then, I'll leave it here, guys. Thanks for watching the video as always, and yeah, hope your team is doing well. And yes, I'll see you guys in the next video.